Tactical Supply there in Riverview with an in-depth look at the issue and if there's any common ground between both sides. Isabel.
Jamison, Wendy, there are more guns in America and more gun shops like this one than at any other time in our history. Now, the one commonality we found today is that each side feels like the other just isn't listening. Something we all agree on, not wanting to see a mass shooting like we saw in Parkland happen again. Oh my God! But when it comes to how we should respond, the disagreement is nonstop.
If you start confiscating guns, it's not going to be pretty.
Paul Schaller is a member of Florida Carry, a nonprofit that promotes gun rights here in the state.
It boils down to there's no law that we can create today to put on the books that is going to prevent any of this. None. There's nothing.
Schaller believes gun control measures don't stop the bad guys and only undermine liberty for the good ones. But Wendy Malloy with Moms Demand Action calls the argument a red herring.
We're not out to take their guns away. We don't want to outlaw guns. We want to institute common sense measures that we know work. We have the data, we have the research. We want to protect our children.
Her point, make guns harder to get and you'll have fewer criminals with guns.
If a law can stop one person from getting a gun with intent to harm, I want that law in the books.
That's why she supports universal background checks, mental health screenings, and the closing of the gun show loopholes, to name a few. Former Republican Congressman David Jolly says both sides need to work together and actually take action.
That whether or not the FBI missed this 2 months ago, the fact is a year ago we knew this young man should not have been able to purchase a weapon. That is a failure that responsible gun owners should recognize and say, let's change the law.
I asked Schaller if there was any common ground or area of compromise.
Anything from their side that would be a gray spot. I haven't seen it yet because all they do is pound on one area, and that's gun control, gun control.
He's especially worried about measures that would target semi-automatic weapons or accessories like the bump stocks.
It is a slippery slope, and my concern is that if we go in one direction, we're going to continue down that path.
It's the same accessory the Las Vegas shooter used to transform his gun into what was in effect an automatic rifle. But Schaller says you can do the same with a belt loop. And both sides also told me that now is the time to have a proper conversation on what to do next. Live in Riverview, I'm Isabel Rosales, ABC Action News.